video, I'm going to present about the environment and sustainable development. And now, let us define what is the sustainable development. Sustainable development defined as a constraint upon present consumption in order to ensure that the future generations will inherit a resource base that is no less than the inheritance of the previous generation.
So, on the other hand, the sustainable development it is the idea that can be interpreted in several different ways, but at its heart is a development strategy that seeks to balance different and sometimes conflicting needs against an understanding of the environmental and social-economic limitations that we face as a society.
And now, I'm going to discuss about the origins and manifestations of global environmental crises are related to our daily encounters with the different contributors of the environmental crisis around the world. But before that, let's talk about crisis. The Greek physician Hippocrates used the terms crisis to refer to a perilous turning point, the moment when an individual physical condition either improves in being to recover or degenerates and leads to death. In simple words, Hippocrates described the crisis as the same time of intense difficulty, trouble, or danger. And we all know that environmental crisis is already exists centuries ago, but not as today's generation, such as danger, the animals' pollutions, desertification, scarcity, and etc. Environmental crisis is a long-term threat to Earth's well-being. Human technology has done so well in exploiting the Earth's resources that we are rapidly of both renewable and non-renewable resources. Therefore, I can say that the human development and the advancement is the main origin of the environmental crisis. Because of human tends to use and abuse all the resources of the earth. Environmental crisis has grown since the 1970s, partly as a result of the prominence given to a major so-called environmental disasters such as Sahelian droughts of the 1970s and 1980s, a nuclear accident, and Chernobyl in 1986. We can say that, and according to the UNEP Global Environment Outlook 2000 report, this environmental crisis drew in two critical themes. First, global human ecosystem threatened by grave imbalances in productivity and the distribution, as evidence that a large proportion of the human population lives in poverty and widening the gap of economic and technical advancement. As you can see in the pictures, there is a man wearing a broken shoes and a man using a shiny black shoes. As you can see that today's generations, we are living in poverty, but in today's world, we are also living in technological advancement.
I can say that these different pictures can identify that we are living in technological advancement, but some countries are living with poverty and widening the gap. As you can see, what pictures provides poverty. Poverty often causes people to pull 2000 graph high income needs 120 of index technological advancement. But our other countries with the upper middle income, more families are spreading with this poverty and more on technological advancement. As you can see in the graph, is going to smaller and smaller. We signify this one as the time goes by. The technological gap between the countries with more advancement, with more resources, are embracing with more technology than helping other countries to improve their economic status. I can say that this country are more embracing of technologies than becoming the philanthropies of other countries. I can say that countries become complex and couple something goes wrong of the system of this humanity. That is why I can say that there's in humanity because more countries tends to develop more technological advancement and putting more budget and man-made and technological advancement. And now let's talk about the second terms crisis. Second is the environmental crisis caused or aggravated by human activity. Human activity had environmental influence before the invasion of agriculture. After the developed effective hunting technologies, a human being placed pressure on some animal species. Like what I said earlier is about the endanger of the animals today. More people catch the animals and eat them and destroy them habitats which result them to endanger such as the other animals, and now it results such as climate change, pollution, stratospheric ozone depletion, or scarcity of fresh of water. As you can see in the pictures, there is a climate change plus pollution. It results to ozone depletion and desertification. As you can see in the two pictures, it results ozone depletion and desertification because of humans to use and to overuse the natural resources without thinking the possible solution to regenerate these other resources that could help. As you can see in the first picture, and 2014 up 2019, the ozone damage is quite getting big as we all know that these are causes different pollution, climate change, and also the desertification, because we all know that most of the farmers use irrigations that results of desertification plan, and it's because of the global change and climate change. So here are the solutions to the environment crisis that we are facing today's generation. The following are some of the most common solutions to the environmental crisis. First, replace disposal items with reusable items. The use of paper should be avoided. Conserve water and electricity. Support environmental friendly practice. Recycle the waste to conserve natural resources. Environmental issues are the warning of the upcoming disaster. If these issues are not controlled, there will be soon no life on Earth.